From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Wednesday, May 14th, 2025.
I'm Paul Egan reporting for the Detroit Free Press. A state lawmaker who worked 19 years as a police officer testified Tuesday that the Michigan State Police is a, quote, sinking ship. Representative Mike Mueller, a Republican from Linden, told the House Oversight Committee the MSP's top two leaders need to retire if the agency is to stay afloat. Mueller chairs the committee that helps draft the state police budget. He detailed several MSP scandals first reported by the Detroit Free Press. Mueller said he's also been having trouble getting answers to state police budget questions. Mueller said recent employee surveys show morale has plummeted under Colonel James Grady and noted that two officer unions have expressed no confidence in Grady. One of the biggest problems, Mueller said, was Grady's choice of Lieutenant Colonel Amy Brimacombe as his number two. She jumped several ranks despite having discipline on her record.
This is J.C. Rindle with the Detroit Free Press. In downtown Detroit, old office buildings are the new frontier for housing and hotel developments. At least 5 office-to-housing or office-to-hotel conversion projects are under construction this spring. Meanwhile, 4 more projects could be on the horizon. They include an ongoing project by Bedrock to turn the 12-story Harvard Square Center building on Broadway into 42 apartments by spring 2026. And there is a project to turn 1133 Griswold, which is next door to the Prime and Proper restaurant, into 25 apartments. The office building attached to the Fox Theater is also on the list, as it could become a 177-room hotel. Looking ahead, the Executive Plaza building at the edge of downtown could become 450 apartments plus a hotel in the future.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Keith Matheny. Toxin-laden groundwater is venting into the Detroit River at a rate of up to 60 gallons per minute from a long-standing chemical plant site in Wyandotte, according to state environmental regulators. And the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy says the chemical plant's owner, BASF, is in violation of a nearly 40-year-old federal court consent decree with the state that's supposed to stop the river pollution from happening. BASF officials disagree with Eagle's assessment and say they remain in compliance with the agreement they struck with the state and federal court. The pollution leaving the site through groundwater into the Detroit River includes non-stick PFAS compounds, volatile organic compounds, elevated pH, and mercury at levels hundreds of times the federal and state standards to protect public health and the environment. The city of Wyandotte's public drinking water intake pipe in the Detroit River is very near to the BASF property, but city officials said ongoing testing shows the water remains safe. BASF is working with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency on a long-term fix that would include a 1.7-mile barrier between the property's edge and the river, but construction on that project isn't expected before 2027. That frustrates some residents and environmental groups who believe more could be done immediately to stop the ongoing contamination while the longer-term project continues. Federal and state health officials have agreed to do a public health assessment in the area near the BASF property to see if the contamination is causing any anomalies in public health in the area.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.